Welcome to The Perspective. I'm here with C-Towns. Shake my hand, sir. Appreciate you. I'm here with Mr. Ed, the host. I'm just a guest here today. You know, some stuff went down. Some very violent stuff. Some very unorthodox. Some crazy stuff went down.
Crazy.
Almost brought a titter mile. We was there live from Chicken and Pete's. And I'm no UFC specialist, but we got to dive into this, man. So how you gonna set it up?
I was hurt. I was
shaking.
Emotional.
I was shaking by the third.
Everybody that knows me knows I am a Conor McGregor fan.
Oh wow! Okay.
But the first round, I was like, all right, maybe he'll brush some things up. You know,
I was scared at the first round.
Yeah, first round, I'm like, all right, he can't go to the ground at all.
Yeah. It showed control, though.
Yeah,
it showed control because that's not where Conor McGregor wanted to be.
And then that second round, he got dominated. That second round.
Khabib is relentless when it comes to that. Like, unlike most fighters that they'll try a few times, and if you can fend them off, you know what I mean, they'll back up a little bit. I mean, he's relentless. Like, you can't just one little sprawl move, you can't. He's constantly on you, trying to get you to the ground.
Yeah.
And he's bigger, and
he was
what's your line from Reed?
He was raised on hate.
Oh my God.
Like, how you raised in hate? Yeah. You see them jump in the crowd. They wasn't playing no games, but man, I don't have no problem with no Russians.
Out of control. Out of control.
Ever since I've seen clips of the promo of him wrestling bears and stuff like that, I didn't want no parts. I didn't bet against. I wasn't betting on that. I like Conor, but I didn't bet against no Khabib. I say that right now. A lot of people lost money last night.
Yeah.
What was scary though, honestly, was the control we knew he would have on the ground. But when he caught McGregor with that
wobble him and had him going back.
Oh my! As soon as I saw that, remember we would look at each other like it's going down. Yeah.
I felt like Conor McGregor was somewhat fatigued.
Oh yeah. What's up with that? Why is it still in the trash?
Because he got handled in the first. He exhausted all the energy trying to get up, trying to stand on his 2 feet.
I mean, a tool they use in boxing is
knew that was
when a guy is slightly heavier. Just lean on you and hold you and put that, just wear you out over time.
I mean, it's different in
There's
UFC.
one point in time where Conor literally is on his 2 hands trying to push himself back up.
That was the third round.
Okay.
But my whole problem with the first and second round was you saw the tapes. You knew what he was about. Okay. You didn't work on.
So did Conor McGregor take training seriously? Because he's been.
It don't look like it. His fatigue was trash.
But I mean, often in sports, right? You can know something's coming. You can see it on tape. But being able to stop it is a whole nother thing. You know, that goes across. You know, people watch plenty of tapes of Jordan. Being able to stop him. You know, you're a Dallas fan. People knew that they were going to give Emmett Smith the ball, right? To run the ball. But nobody could stop him.
My thing is this.
Khabib is undefeated.
But Khabib was also beating him standing up. There's no excuse with that.
I was hoping you didn't say that. I was hoping
it's the truth, though.
I know it's true.
But that's
hurt my heart to see that.
Because everybody was going into that. That was Conor McGregor. Like, you want to say that how MJ was? That was his mid-range turnaround jump shot. And Khabib,
he seems
to
me bigger and stronger and looked like he hit harder. And
when he caught it. I think McGregor actually caught him with a punch. Now, granted, he was already tired.
It was not effective.
It wasn't effective at all.
He's like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
and he stood up on purpose.
And also, I don't think he was able to follow up on it because of fatigue. You're talking about being tired.
I feel like also, too, he couldn't follow up on it because he was so scared of getting
down to the ground.
Yeah.
He was worried. Because, and then, honestly, when the stand-up game, when McGregor kept reaching out, doing his little move to set up his punches, once you're fatigued and you're tired, that wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
That's why he had no problem standing with him. That whole third round.
Which round was the Khabib do the ground and pound on my guy?
Second
round,
he destroyed Conor. He does. The first round, I'm like, all right, I'm scared for you.
That round,
but that second round,
he was done.
I was like, I don't think he's going to win this match unless he gets. I was like, the same way how the rest of the fights were going that night. I said, if Conor wins this, it has to be on that same level. It has to be last second knockout, or he's not winning this. But that second round,
so that third round when he tagged him on the chin, that's when y'all got a little hope.
Yeah, everybody in the bar had hope. We were all like, oh.
He's like, Conor got this round. He's praying.
was like, come on, man, give me at least one round. Third round, I'm like, oh, he won that. Not by a landslide, but he won that round.
I don't know. That's debatable. That third round, that's debatable.
Come on, man.
I would get this whole fight.
It was definitely his best round.
It was his best round.
I gave it to him slightly myself, slightly, but like I couldn't get mad at somebody else if they went the other way with it.
Let's get to the fourth round.
Oh,
the tap out, chokehold tap out. How y'all feel about this?
Hey, listen. You know, I'm not a big fan of the UFC.
Yeah.
So whenever I see a guy in a prone position like that getting choked out, totally red because he ain't getting no oxygen.
His face was blue.
Yeah, I mean he
I
had
felt like
he had no choice.
I felt like Conor McGregor gave up on the fight.
You think he gave up on the fight?
If you watch if you watch that last little part sequence of him being on the ground, he gave his whole back up. He was in the whole prone position just like this. It wasn't even bothering to fight back.
I mean, nothing.
Like if you watch, my thing is this: if you rewatch that round at the end, you literally see Khabib just on top, like he hesitated, and then he just put his arm over, and then just started doing that.
Fatigue.
Like,
I mean, he was battling for because he was he was on the ground for a minute, trying to do everything he can to
first round.
He was trying. I know he was doing everything he could to come up and get him off me and escape, and he couldn't. And at that point, it wasn't so much. I wrestled in college, right? And I wrestled. I'm a big guy now, but when I wrestled in college, I wrestled heavyweight at like 219. So, and when I wrestled, it was unlimited. So I'm always in there with guys that was like 300, 350, right? It was unlimited. And my coach always told me, he said, "Well, you're in way better shape than them." At the end of it all, hold them off to that third round. It's only three rounds. At third round, they tired, they breathing heavy, and they give up. And all I had to do was roll them over on their back and they pin. This is the same thing with he was done. He fought as hard as he could to get up.
My point of why I'm frustrated is the fact that Conor's smaller than him.
But he was
granted he wasn't raised in Russia.
But he was wore out. He was wore out. He was wore. One of the things I couldn't do in that situation was stay on the bottom too long, right? So if I was down in a prone position and they're on top of me, I was quick and I had to use my speed to escape because once they put their weight on me and I'm done, I'm under there trying to fight to get up and escape with 350 pounds on me. This guy to me seemed to be bigger and heavy. I know they're in the weight class.
He was way more strategic too because it's like it was.
That was a tough battle trying to escape.
The first round he just knew like we're not standing up this round.
Why should he?
We're not standing up.
But why should he?
So shouldn't Conor have more takedown defense? Because this is what Khabib is known for, the takedown.
He should have been more aggressive standing up. You have
Conor never gets taken down. What happens?
To be honest, now after the other rounds, I
don't know. He might get knocked out. They just with that right hand that he throw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like after seeing that, he caught him clean. When he stumbled back, we looked at each other like, this is really happening right now.
Listen.
All right, let's get to the point where the fight's over.
And he didn't want to get off of it.
Khabib
did not want to get off.
The ref had to
he looked like he wanted to break his neck.
He started saying stuff.
And then he spit on him.
Yeah.
He spit on him?
Yeah, he spit on him.
Yeah, he spit on him. He was yelling, and then he was
McGregor sitting down. He done. The ref trying to push him away.
He
spit on him.
Wow.
Ultimate disrespect. McGregor just sat there.
What can you do? He just lost.
Yeah, I know.
He tapped out, but Khabib throws his mouthpiece.
Because it was said that those guys was talking heavy.
Yeah.
McGregor's trainers was talking about his family,
religion,
Russia,
country,
religion. Like, look, man, you don't mess with Russians.
I've been with this. I watched Creed. I've been with that.
And as the old guy, I watched
the black guy. The black guy died in that.
I
want no problem with that. We good. We not that much
I must break him.
Yeah. If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, you can tell he did not care. He hopped in that crowd by himself.
And he's just completed a 4-round fight.
Yeah.
And so much energy this guy has.
And he ain't just going after anybody. He's going after other UFC fighters.
I see the other
not no regular
people.
people.
He double jumps into the trainer.
I'm like, yo.
Dana White said like he knew parkour. So he just like that. Oh my goodness, my lord.
And McGregor just sat there like,
what can he do?
What can he do, dude? He was wore out. If he couldn't, like you said.
I'm about to ask you a question. Since you saying Conor McGregor this and that, how do you feel about a rematch?
I don't want to see it. It's hard.
You keep saying what he just said. So what now? What now?
As a fan, I want to see it again.
Yeah. Boy, you scared for him.
But the fact that I'm a Conor fan, put it like this. I have the same fear that I had when I knew LeBron was going to the finals again against Golden State. I knew they weren't beating Golden State without Kyrie.
Listen.
He dominated him.
Listen, I don't think. I mean, from watching that
rematch when it's close, that's when you're supposed to rematch.
Yeah, no,
this was a
domination. I don't think the outcome changes with a rematch. I don't think McGregor has a chance. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That takedown defense gotta be superb, and that stand up you gotta be.
I mean, and
the thing is this:
he gonna need 40.
That's the thing. Like most guys, when they're heavy at one thing, they're a little lighter on the other. His stand-up's not trash at all. I'm not saying he's a great stand-up guy, but he's not. That's not bad.
Fatigue, to me, watching this fight, fatigue played a factor in how he lost. It didn't cause his loss. I'm thinking he loses this fight anyway. Fatigue just made it towards the end look. It looked sad the way he was getting choked out at the end. But that was fatigue. But I don't think he wins this fight without it. I think he's in some submission hold eventually at the end of that match. And it don't have to be a choke out. But he's in some submission hold because he just looked like he physically couldn't handle him.
Before he got choked out and they were standing up, there was no dominate. There was nothing dominant about him standing up.
Nothing. Now, here's a question I'll pose to you. Did that Mayweather money make him soft?
Oh.
I mean, that's,
It's a lot of it's got $100 million in his bank account?
Yeah,
So he's just traveling the world having fun, maybe?
If he did, I hope he retires.
I've seen...
He didn't have to do this fight. When he's coming in the intro, he kept saying he doesn't have to do this. And he's doing this for the love because he got the money.
That's what I'm saying. It was like... How everything broke out after the fight, you can tell they genuinely hate each other. So if I genuinely hate someone and I'm gonna get in the ring with them, you gotta do your homework.
We don't want to do another Rocky, Clubber Lane versus Super Rich Rocky. Okay. Rocky no longer had the eye of the tiger.
Bad.
Clubber Lane going after him all out. Yeah, I want you. He all outside the ring, ready to beat up everybody.
This was really bad, guys.
It was bad.
It was so bad that I went back and to see Conor's intro, him doing the shaky, the walking and everything. I'm like, oh,
he might tired himself out there.
I felt bad looking just watching that.
He should have came out in a scooter, like the way his fatigue. His stamina is like if this was 2K. His stamina is 45.
Oh my goodness!
All right, how about dudes jumping him in the ring, McGregor?
I mean that shouldn't have been done.
All right.
After Conor's,
I agree with you shouldn't do it, but I don't like how I kind of agree with Khabib at the fact that you attacked a bus with other people on there, hurting women, throwing a dolly. Using a weapon to break glass. So people on the bus. So I don't two wrongs like Daniel Cormier said that. 2 wrongs don't make it right, but you got to realize it's a lot. It was a lot more than just a fight.
Exactly. So my next question.
Security should have been bumped up.
My follow-up question is, what does the UFC do now? Because like you have that bus incident, you have this melee and brawl afterwards. Like, what are they going to do to stop it? Do they draw a line in the sand? Somebody getting punished for this? Like at some point you got to say enough's enough, or else it's going to be every other fight. It's going to be like
I would agree, but the person, let's be honest, the person that did the worst out of all situations that occurred last night and the previous day, Conor McGregor had the worst thing.
But what did the UFC do to him?
He still fought.
Nothing, right? All right, so this is what I'm saying.
They sold the fight.
at some point, the UFC got to say, you know, is this how we want our league to be represented by the top, not even the lesser guys?
What was the guy's name that hopped in the ring that wanted to fight Khabib? What weight class? You said he was what weight class?
Feather. He's a featherweight.
Going against McGregor.
Yeah,
I'm
the one that punched him in the back of the head was a featherweight.
I'm gonna need that featherweight to get in the ring with McGregor.
No, I think McGregor needs to sit there. You can't. Either you fight Khabib or you sit down for the fight.
Oh, well, then I guess you're gonna sit down because I don't want to see him get. Yeah. As a fan, I can't deal with that.
I'm not gonna watch you fight someone else when a guy that beat you just.
Because when he lost in Nate Diaz, that was a hard loss, but it wasn't. This was just overall dominant. Like